What's going on? Welcome to my show, my TV show, I should say. Wrestling Chat with Tyler Weston. Obviously, I'm Tyler Weston. Well, first off, what I wanted to do was kick off the show, and I wanted to give my fastlane results for tonight's pay-per-view, Fastlane. It's a little dark. I'm going to turn the light on here. Alrighty. A little brighter in here. Anyways, okay, so I normally go with Roman Reigns now, but lately I like him. I mean, he's a good wrestler. I'm not dogging him. I think he's great. But I wanted to go, this time I wanted to go with Dean Ambrose. Now, why I say that is I think Dean Ambrose needs a title push. And I think him and Triple H would be a great match at WrestleMania 32. Obviously, I'm thinking in the back of my head, I know Roman Reigns is probably going to win this match later tonight. Now, Brock Lesnar is also another one that I could see, winning the fight. Also, he can fight. I mean, Suplex City. He's beaten one of the best, in the history of wrestling. I was on a wrestling show before this with a friend of mine. That show, unfortunately, it's just no longer going. It's not on the air, whatever. So yeah, I got Dean Ambrose tonight. That's who I'm going with. That's who I think is going to win the match. That's what I want, because, Roman Reigns is good. Brock Lesnar is good. They've both putting up good resumes. The only problem, and I've heard this from a lot of people, Roman Reigns is not good on the microphone. And the thing is, you have to be good on the microphone to actually succeed in selling the business, and it's just, you got to be good on the mic. You got to trash talk, and you also got to just fight in the ring. You got to know how to fight in the ring. So those are two big things in WWE. Okay, so, which brings me to the 2 out of 3 falls match. It's Alberto Del Rio versus Kalisto. Kalisto's athletic. That dude's athletic. I like him. But I'm an Alberto Del Rio fan. I like him. I just like, he's a very athletic, he's a good wrestler. He's very athletic. He knows what he's doing in the ring. He's kind of like an Eddie Guerrero type wrestler in a sense. And then also you got the Ziggler Owens match. Kevin Owens. Now that guy needs a title push. And I'm not saying the IC Championship. I'm saying big time. Down the road. So I got him. The Canadian. He's just awesome at what he does in that ring. So I got him beating Ziggler tonight to keep that title. My boy's keeping that title. I don't see Kevin Owens losing that match. I just don't. Also, which brings me to the next match. Now, see, I wrote most of the matches down on this paper. I think I got everybody. If I'm missing a match, later on, whatever, people comment on this. I'm going to try to put this on Facebook later, this video, or I'm going to try to put this on YouTube or something. I'm going to try to put this video up. Anyways, so tonight we also have Wyatt's versus Kane Big Show Ryback. This pay-per-view is stacked with good matches. The past couple of pay-per-views have been good, but I was getting kind of sick of the rematches, because you've seen Kevin Owens versus Ambrose, Kevin versus Ambrose again and again, and it's like, they're both good fighters. They know what they're doing inside the ring. They're both good on the microphone, and that's another thing why I love Kevin Owens so much. He's so good on the microphone, and he knows how to trash talk, and he knows how to, just fight, and that's the thing, period. You're good on the microphone, you're good in the ring, you're athletic, you're gonna succeed in the business. So right there, that's you're gonna succeed in the business. Right there, if you're good on the microphone, you know how to fight in the ring. So, period. I mean, keep that in mind. You know, with any kind of wrestler, if they're good in the ring, they're good on the microphone, that's gonna bring in a lot of fan base. So I got the Wyatts tonight for the Big Show Kane Ryback match. Wyatts are good, and they're another group of guys that are good on the microphone. I like Kane, I like Big Show, I like Ryback. My only thing though is I just think Wyatts, they're sold. A lot of people are sold on them. A lot of people like them. That's why I think they will succeed in the business, and I think they're very popular. They're making a name for themselves. People are liking them. I, for one, am a Wyatt fan. I do like Bray Wyatt. AKA, that's IRS's son in real life, mind you guys, all you wrestling fans. So, that's who I got in that match. So, that's who I'm picking. Anyways, next we go to the Charlotte, and I think it's Nikki Bella, or it's Brie Bella. One of the Bellas is fighting tonight. I'm going to pick Bella because I know one of them is retiring. I've heard. That's quote unquote, that's what I've heard. So I'm going with one of the Bella twins tonight, in tonight's pay-per-view. And then also we have Jericho versus AJ Styles. Jericho is another one that is great on the microphone. The Ayatollah of rock and roller. Like, that guy's funny, and he also knows how to fight in the ring. Two main, like I said, like I've been saying, two majors in this business. If you know the microphone, you know how to fight, you're successfully gonna succeed in the business if you know those two things. So those are my fastlane, as you see, fastlane predictions. So that's fastlane, broken down fastlane for you. Now, this being the first show, obviously what I want to do eventually, I want to invite some friends onto the show. This is new to me. I'm doing my first wrestling show ever, period. Well, I mean, I can't say first show, but I'm saying that this is the first, I'll be hosting this show. This is my granddaddy. You know, this is my show. So, I was co-hosting with Nick for a while on his show, but he doesn't do it anymore. I don't know why. I think maybe it was just a matter of, it ran so long, so obviously it was probably time for it just to probably end. Anyways, that was fun. That was fun for a while. But I got thinking for a while. I said, well, why not get my love for wrestling out there as well? This is actually what I'm going to be wearing later tonight for the pay-per-view. Talk about another great wrestler out there. Now, Sting. See, Sting is. I'm so glad that he's making the Hall of Fame. Now, yes, he was in WCW. He's only been in WWE for a little bit now. But you talk about wrestling resumes, Sting has done it. Okay, NWO. That was cool. He's faced so many muscular, he's been in the ring with a lot of dudes, and he's fought toe to toe. And it was funny because I had put something on my Facebook just recently, and this had nothing to do with Sting, but I was talking about ideal WrestleMania matches that I would have loved to see. Macho Man, Undertaker, Hell in a Cell match. That would have been awesome at WrestleMania. At WrestleMania, mind you, I would have loved to have seen that. Macho Man passed away. that sucked. I mean, we've been losing so many wrestling legends over the years that it just boggles my mind up there that unfortunately they're only around for so long, until unfortunately, things happen. Anyways, it being the first show and all, obviously, this is my first show. This is a pretty cool toy. See, I got this for Christmas last year. This is a Undertaker toy. Now, if you move see, it's got the wings and it's kind of cool. My brother got me that for Christmas. I'm a huge Undertaker fan. I have been an Undertaker fan forever. When he came out in 1990, first appearance was introduced by Teddy DiBiase. And I remember on the microphone, Teddy DiBiase saying, "Now from Death Valley." Obviously, this guy comes out with Paul Bearer, got the urn, the face paint, the whole image. Paul Bearer was great on the microphone. Again, another guy that was great on the microphone. As a businessman, as a manager, as just... the dude was awesome. A.K.A. William Moody. A.K.A. Mark Calloway. There is not much else you can really say about Undertaker. I know a lot of people... Now, see, here's what I don't get with some wrestling fans. Some fans out there, okay, are saying, well, I don't know, Undertaker looks kind of beat up. I don't know if he is going to be able to... I don't know if he's going to be able to handle going back into the ring at WrestleMania, or I don't know if he's going to handle it. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, here's my thing. Undertaker has a public gym inside of his house, okay? And where he lives, his place, okay? Where he lives, or he works out. I'm not saying Taker's gonna fight like he was in his 20s, or... I'm not saying that whatsoever. But I'm saying this mystery partner, this mystery wrestler, whoever he's gonna fight, they're gonna announce it at Fastlane, whatever, that he might show up at Fastlane. I think you're gonna hear the bell tolls tonight, and you're gonna hear this guy come out. In there, you're going to maybe find out who he's going to wrestle. Now, they're saying Strowman won't go now, because it was rumored it was going to be Strowman, Undertaker at WrestleMania 32. And as we stand right now, we can't have Cena, Undertaker, because they don't know either. They don't know what's going on with Cena's health. Like, as far as Cena, they don't know if Cena's actually gonna be healthy for WrestleMania, or if he's going to even go for WrestleMania. There's a couple other possibilities. See, Kevin Owens was on the list. Possibly could have seen Bray Wyatt, Undertaker again. But see, everybody was so against that. Everybody didn't think that was a good match. I myself thought it was a great match. Bray Wyatt, if he was not hurt, would have given a better match, honestly. But what it comes down to is when people say that, well, he's undefeated now, his legacy means nothing. He's 21-1. He's not 21-0 right now. 22-1. Okay, 22-1. But what it really boils down to is you have to realize that Taker will not fight like he was in his 20s. Nobody expects that. Nobody as wrestling fans, nobody should even expect Taker to go back to the Reaper that he was when he first came into the business, into WWE. That ship has sailed. You know, that's been done forever now. Kind of like the Paul Bearer had died, because that kind of, when he came back and they were together again, that brought that image right back. When they started that whole thing again. It's WrestleMania 20, him and Kane. When him and Kane fought, that image came back. And for Paul Bearer to come out with him at the Garden, mind you, at Madison Square Garden, at Boston, that was insane. I remember watching that pay-per-view. The storyline to it, and I think it was the storyline on SmackDown, that was that Kane had buried, quote unquote, buried his brother in the storyline, for Undertaker to be buried by Kane. So, but that's my thought on Undertaker and where I stand on it, because he's a big hero in my life, and I grew up on Taker, so it's kind of hard for me to say, well, to dog him. He's my favorite wrestler. I have about 7 different wrestling figures of Undertaker, and he is my idol. Okay, my idol. But anyways, well, that's that with that about Taker. Anyways, so about Fastlane tonight. It is a 8 o'clock kickoff tonight. Later tonight it will be 8 o'clock kickoff. Now, the only way you're going to see that pay-per-view is if you have the WWE Network. Now, here's a couple of ways you can pay for that. You can pay for that through a debit card, or they have the WWE gift cards now. Now, see, I do the gift card thing, and it's easier, say, because, say you don't have the money in your account sometime, and you can't afford it. Well, you won't be watching a pay-per-view if you can't afford that. If you can't afford it, you won't be seeing WWE. Now, the other way is a TV provider. But that'll be at 8 o'clock kickoff later tonight. That is going to be about a 3-hour show. Now, I'm thinking, obviously, I know Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Brock, that match is going to be last. I can already guarantee that. Now, Alberto Del Rio and Kalisto, I could see being one of their first matches tonight. But overall, the pay-per-view is just going to be fantastic. It's going to be amazing. If you can see it, if you have a way for paying it for it, if you have a way to go pay for it tonight, run to your local Walmart, go grab a gift card, go down to WWE.com, download the application, sign up today. This is a pay-per-view that nobody's going to want to miss. This pay-per-view is going to be insane. And the fact that Taker is rumored to show up tonight, that Taker could show up and review who he might be fighting, you don't want to miss this. I missed enough pay-per-views to where I was like, you know what, I got to get signed up for this. My friend Adam, I went over there for one pay-per-view. I watched it at his house. I said, this is insanely on. This is awesome. I got to get on this. He's like, yeah, just go to WWE.com. Next day, put my name in, got the gift card. Boom. I set up. I've been on the WWE Network since last October. I haven't missed a pay-per-view since. I watched them every month. So, but that's that. So yeah, we got Fastlane tonight, and then WrestleMania is right around the corner. So, I don't know. Triple H, man, 14-time. He's held that belt so many times. I mean, that's just as insane as Ric Flair. Ric Flair's held it 18 times. Talk about awesomeness. Anyways, So anyways, that's that about that. So yeah, like I said, anybody who is interested in seeing Fastlane tonight, go to your local Walmart. Get on your cell phone. Call the number. Call the WWE customer service line. It's pay-per-view, guys. You're not going to want to miss. I'm guaranteeing that right now. It's going to be a good pay-per-view. I'm actually stoked. I can't wait for it to start. I think it's going to be insane. So, well, I'm kind of rambling on right now. I'm kind of running out of things to say here. But yeah, this is going to be something that I'm going to want to do. This will be an every week thing. I'm going to do this. So, this is the first of many shows, guys. First of many shows. And I honestly promise there's going to be a co-host. I'm going to go through Facebook. I'm going to pick a co-host here. Somebody I know that would fit great with me. Adam Martin. If you want the job, buddy, if you want to be on my show, let me know. We'll have to come. I'll have to come and chill at your house sometime. We'll have to film an episode together, buddy. That'd be fun. Adam Martin, he's another big Undertaker fan. He's big like me. He's a big Undertaker fan like I am. We went over to I went to watch Hell in a Cell at his house, which that pay-per-view sucked, by the way. I mean, I thought it sucked just the way it ended, how he lost to Brock, but I don't even have anything against Brock Lesnar, honestly. I mean, I think it's kind of funny how he came back into wrestling after leaving UFC, but I mean, not everything is everybody's. Not everybody is UFC bound. Like, I'm honestly surprised. There's something to talk about. I'm honestly surprised that CM Punk went to UFC because he's gonna just get his butt kicked. I mean, I like CM Punk. Don't get me wrong, I like him, Mr. Straight Edge, but I don't see him doing what he did in WWE. I don't see him doing that in the UFC. I think there's too many heavyweight. I think there's too many wrestlers out there. There's too many fighters out there that are gonna be more planned to. They're gonna fight him better. Like he did good in WWE, and his image was cool. You know, it was cool. Like the whole straight edge, and that was cool. But he's all Chicago fan in real life, which is cool. I mean, he's, you know, all Chicago in real life. Anyways, that's that about that. At this point, we're rambling on. Honestly, I should have put my number out so people could call in. And that's probably something down the road. Maybe the next episode I'll do that. I'll put the number so people can call. People want to call in and chat away, you know, talk about wrestling. That'd be something that we'll... Like I said, this is episode 1. So we're going to do this many times afterwards. It's going to be more than one episode. It's not just one episode, I promise. I promise you. But anyways, people, please do watch this. I do have a love for wrestling, just like I have a love for any other, you know, like music. But yeah, I really want to get my love and passion out there for wrestling. And speaking of wrestling, Blackjack Mulligan is in the hospital. He is hospitalized. The last time I heard, the Wyatts had an emergency rush to the hospital because of that reason. Is what I read on WWE when I was logging into my WWE network account. Because I've been going through and watching all the old school wrestlings, all the Raws. Which that's another thing that people, if you guys don't have the network, you can get... This is insane. You can get every single WrestleMania, every single Royal Rumble, every single Raw, every single SmackDown You can get Raw from 1993, episode number 1, very, 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 very first Raw, very first one. So that's cool. Go back and watch all the wrestling, all the old stuff like the Yokozuna days, Doink, Kuna Crush, like all the old school stuff. And that's cool to go back to the old stuff and watch it back through and see where it really progressed and where it started and where it started out. And so, and talk about a group that I think should have stuck around longer, but they probably didn't because there's certain reasons. Because I know Batista's filming movies right now, and he's kind of a busy guy. Evolution was awesome, and I would have loved to see them get one more round and go around there. I know they got back together 2 years ago when they fought the Shield. But that didn't really last very long. That was kind of like a short, like, boom, back together, and then just kind of, Batista, Orton, Triple H all went off on their own. And Ric Flair doesn't really make appearances very much anymore. So that's where that is. Anyways, like I said, Fastlane tonight is going to be a good pay-per-view. People don't want to miss that. If you have a way, like I said, if you have a way to get into your card, it's $9.99. That's a deal. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Pay-per-views back in the day, they used to be like $50, $60, $70. So really, you're getting pay-per-view. You're getting pay-per-view for $10. Yeah, think about that. That's a good deal. You're not paying outrageously out of the price for it. Anyways, yeah, so we apparently have, and then we have 2 pay-per-views in April, I heard. Money in the Bank, I think, is in April, or I can't remember, actually. I've actually drawn a blank what the pay-per-view after that is. I'd have to look up. I can actually look on my cell phone. Let me see here. I'm logging in here on WWE, and Undertaker fell. So I'm logging. And apparently he fell again. So I am logging. I'm going on WWE to see when the next pay-per-view is after WrestleMania. Okay, we are into WWE.com right now. And we're checking it. I'm trying to see here. I'm trying to look for it. Okay. Alright, cool. So yeah, we just had Royal Rumble last month. Fastlane is tonight. And then also we have WrestleMania and then Extreme Rules. Okay, so Extreme Rules will be the next one after WrestleMania. So, well, obviously we don't know who's going to fight at that one. Because we honestly don't even know who's going to fight at WrestleMania. We're just barely going to have Fastlane tonight. So, anyways. Talk about a cool... Now, actually, we can get on the subject of divas. Talk about divas. I met Lita last November down in Boston. Oh, she's so awesome. Awesome. I went and met her. I said, you were my favorite diva going. So when you were going, you were my favorite. She's like, that's awesome. Thank you. She was really sweet, she says. And got to meet her. Really cool. Got a photo op with her. And That was really cool image. That was really awesome to do. So let's see. We got about we had a good portion left here for the first episode. So yeah, there ain't really much else you can say about, what's going to happen on the pay-per-view tonight. Like I said, if it's Roman Reigns, Triple H to make it official at WrestleMania, that honestly will still be a good match, and I honestly think it will, because Triple H has been there. He knows how to, he's another one that's good on the microphone. Austin, back in the day, Stone Cold, he was awesome on the microphone. Not really going right now. Obviously, he's not wrestling because he had an injury with his neck or God knows what. Him and Owen Hart had some fight, and that's how he injured him. He got an injury through that. Owen Hart's death was really tragic of how that worked, how that happened. Came out as the Blue Blazer, and he was coming down from the Titantron, from the ceiling there. He was coming down from the ceiling, and the cable snapped, and then he, unfortunately passed right away on the pay-per-view. He was going to fight Godfather that night, too, at that pay-per-view, and that just never happened. Kind of sucks how these wrestlers go, You watch them grow up watching them as a kid, and then they go, and you're like, what the heck? So, anyways, we'll be cutting a show here soon. Be ending this episode in a little bit. Anyways, well, I guess at this point I'm just rambling on, and I'm just getting overtired and not really knowing what else to say here. But I guess what we'll have to do is whoever's getting the pay-per-view tonight, we'll have to watch and see what happens. I recommend watching it through a tablet or a TV if you can. I know PS4 is having a lot of problems with their they're having a lot of problems with the network. So see, here's the one problem with the network is it's a great thing to have, okay? It's awesome to have. But it can also suck. Because here's the problem with it. It does lag. Especially when everybody logs in tonight. It's gonna lag, and I'm not gonna lie. It lags on my phone. It's gonna lag through a tablet. There's no way around it. So many people are gonna be watching it tonight that it's just, unfortunately, it's gonna lag, and you just cannot control that. Now, the problem with it is it kind of, when it kicks you off, because it will do that once in a while. When it kicks you off, you have to go right back into the application. And then when you go back into the WWE application, what it doesn't leave off where you were. You have to go back to where you were, and that's kind of a pain, especially when it's a live pay-per-view and you're streaming it. That can suck. So that's one thing I wanted to forewarn people about the network. With the network, that part sucks. Anyways, like I said, overall, other than that small little glitch, that's tiny compared to what you could deal with on that. You could probably not even see half the matches. So it cuts in and out here and there, and it will do that from time to time prior to that. anyways, other than that, it's a great thing to have, and I do recommend it if you're a big wrestling fan and you really like to see it. I do recommend you to have it. Anyways, I honestly do feel like we're missing a paper. I feel like we're missing a match for tonight. I feel like we're missing a match. It'll come to me though. I'm sure it will. And then Edge and Christian's show is going to appear tonight after WrestleMania, or after Fastlane, I mean, sorry. I got WrestleMania on the brain. Think about WrestleMania before it even happens. So, yeah, anyways, not really much else to say for this episode and for this show, but I just gotta say that anybody who gets pay-per-view tonight, enjoy it, and well, I will see you again after Fastlane. I will be doing another episode, so I'll follow up another episode here. I will probably do another episode, I'm thinking maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, down the few days off from now, so we can start a new week. So this was episode 1, and there will be more episodes to come. Thank you guys, and honestly hope you guys will support me and what I'm doing to get my love out there for wrestling. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the pay-per-view tonight, those of you who are getting it. Like I said, get on your phones, get on your credit cards, anything you guys wish to. If you really want to tune in and watch it tonight, like I said, go to Walmart. Best bet is to get a gift card. Go to WWE, press get started, sign up, and you are in. And you get to enjoy all the pay-per-views. $9.99 a month, guys. $9.99 a month. That is just a great deal. You guys got to do it. Guys are not missing out. This pay-per-view is going to be sick. So, anyways, guys, have a great watching WWE watching experience. If you guys have the network, enjoy it. Have fun. Enjoy Fastlane tonight. Cheer on your wrestlers. Have fun. Order a bunch of junk food. I know I'm gonna. It's the first thing I'm doing this morning. I'm going over to that store and I'm getting junk food for tonight. Gotta have fun and go watch some wrestling. So, have fun, guys. Stay safe. Enjoy wrestling. Have a good time. Enjoy the pay-per-view, guys. Until next time.